So, are you into planners? Hey, this is Kathryn, and in today's video, I want to share with you my planner and how I use a planner to organize my homeschool life, work, everything. Let's roll. Now, I have not always been a planner nerd, but I've always been a list maker. And it's because there's so much going on upstairs that I need a place to put everything and lay it out and organize my thoughts and all of that business. So my planner journey started probably about 5 years now with a bullet journal. So before my bullet journal, I just had like notebooks everywhere. Oh, and the sticky notes, ooh, the sticky notes. And I just needed a home for everything. So I got this cute little notebook probably from like Marshall's or somewhere like that. And it had like a little etching of Thor on it. And like, who doesn't like Thor? I was like, yeah, let's do this thing. I knew that I needed some kind of system, and I'm a pen and paper girl all the way. So I was on the internet, and I don't remember if it was a video or a Pinterest pin or something, but I found out about bullet journaling, and I was like, man, this is really cool. I was instantly attracted to the spreads, you guys, like the doodles and the lines and the boxes and all those things just really drew me in. And so I said, hey, let's give this a go. And so I did. So I just used this blind notebook. You guys, I love stationery. Does anyone else like to walk through like places like Staples and like smell all the paper and look at all the pens and the highlighters and stuff like that? Is it just me? I had high hopes for this bullet journal, you guys. I had great ambitions, and for me, it just was an excellent self-care tool. So I kept a bullet journal for a few years, and I actually had 2 or 3 of them. So after bullet journaling, I found out about passion planners. And then I was happy because I didn't have to keep drawing calendars over and over and over again. And I used that for a year. And then I decided I wanted something more customizable. And I found out about plum paper. And plum paper is awesome because you can pick and choose your layout and additional pages that you want to go in there. And you can choose your covers. And it's really, really great. This thing, you guys, I got a plum paper weekly. This thing is absolutely enormous. Look at that. Like, it's hefty. This is a hefty boy. And it worked pretty well for me for a while. And then this was in 2020. So like, I didn't even really use it at all after like October because things just started to kind of get weird. And I just stopped planning for a while altogether. So I used my plum paper for almost a year, and it just was overkill for me. I wanted to be able to kind of move pages around, kind of like my bullet journal, but I was trying to think of how I could do that. And I had heard of happy planners, which are awesome. They're customizable, they're cute, the options are endless for decorating these things. And I thought it might give me some of what I needed, but most of the happy planners I saw were probably just a little bit too colorful. And so I like colorful covers and dividers. But when it comes to my weekly spread, I really need that to be like minimalist and black and white. So this is my happy planner for this year. This is my going on 2nd year using happy planner, and I really like it. It's kind of reversible. You can do a lot with these bad boys. Yeah, so let me show you my happy planner. All right, guys, this is my new baby for this year. Wild and free, never afraid to be me. That is such a good reminder for myself. And the colors are kind of like tropical, and it's giving me beach vibes. And you guys, the beach is like my favorite place, so yay. My title page, this happy planner belongs to, that's my name. There's some stuff down here I just covered up with washi tape. Yeah, I have my calendars for 2021 and 2022. And then this future log. I love this. You have your calendar for the year and have lots of places to keep events and birthdays and things, special things that are happening here. Up here, I have color-coded holidays, appointments and other commitments, birthdays, anniversaries, and vacations. This is where I keep this. I got this printable from Etsy from a shop called Hourglass Planners. So if you are a fellow happy planner, but you're looking for nice, neutral, pretty inserts and, colorful ones, then check out Hourglass Planners on Etsy. All right, so this is just the rest of the year. We have 3 months on a page, which is kind of perfect because you can divide these out by quarters. So there's Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. So let's talk about my tabs. Okay, so I keep 3 months of monthly calendars up here, and these are just from another planner that I got. And then I have all kinds of tabs here for my goals and routines. I have a wellness section here. I have a gardening section. I have a notes section, and then I have blank sheets. And then up here I have some top tabs. So, and I'll talk about those in a minute. Let's do a quick flip through. January and February have passed, but like I said, this is where I keep my monthly calendars. And we're into March. You guys, I'm very minimalistic when it comes to planning and stickers. I'm just now starting to get into the highlighters and the stickers and things like that, trying to make this visually appealing, because that's kind of I need that, that aesthetically pleasing thing to look at. As a creative, I just need that. So I'm just kind of feeling my way through this, but I love these monthly inserts because you can fit so much stuff on the sidebars. And this is where I just kind of take notes. Right here I have notes for when we start our garden. Just kind of seeds that I need to get and things that need to be started indoors versus outdoors and all that kind of stuff. All right, and so I've got some of these dashboards in here. I just thought they were pretty, so I put them in here, and it just kind of separates the calendars from the rest of the planner. So next we have my goals section. And then again, you already know, I told you in the last video about how I really just have this one starting point as far as goals go, just to get everything in order. And so I'm not at the point yet where I'm ready to list a bunch of goals and break them down. It's just kind of I'm doing kind of a one foot in front of the other kind of thing, which is working for me so far. It's just do the next thing, right? So the next right thing, that's my goal for right now. But these are nice inserts. They come from Hourglass Planners again on Etsy. And then I'm just gonna flip through some of this business. Here we have books that I'm reading, and this printable comes from Hourglass Planners on Etsy. I do actually use a mix of happy planner inserts and other planner inserts that I find on Etsy and other places around the internet. So I need it to work for me, and so look, make it work for you. Here I have a life evaluation page, and this is where before I goal set, I kind of take stock of how I'm feeling about each life area. And so I haven't, so normally what I do is I have numbers 1 through 10, or sometimes it's 1 through 5, because honestly, having the rating scale be 1 through 10 is a lot sometimes. So I like to condense it just because, I tend to overthink things. But anyway, I have, 8 life buckets. I talked about these in my previous video. So I have kind of a general focus for each area. And so I've written just one thing, one or two intentions. They're pretty, they're not very specific. They're, smart goals or anything like that. But it just gives me a starting point so that when I am ready to set some goals and break them down into action steps, then I know what my focus is. It's okay to keep things simple, you guys. It doesn't have to be super complicated. So next we have my routines tab. Sometimes when I'm trying to get myself on track, after being sick or being on vacation, what I will do is just kind of reset. When things feel like they're messy, I just kind of organize my day into blocks. If you'd like to know more about how I set up my day and how I get things in order as far as my time is concerned, hey, thumbs up for a video on how to plan your day. I'm a work in progress. It's okay to be a work in progress. I don't always do the same things every morning, every night, but just having something, just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Just having something to shoot for, these anchors. Oh yes, having an anchor to return to if things get off track is really helpful for me. And it's about progress over perfection, you guys. It's about purpose over perfection. Because having a perfect morning routine and a perfect schedule and a perfect evening routine, that's not what life is all about. So anyway, this bad boy is like all my time blocks, and I definitely went in with the stickers and the washi tape and all of that. Yeah, this is just kind of me trying to work out my schedule. And you guys, this is something I don't really hear enough in the planning slash productivity space, especially when it comes to moms. But like sometimes your schedule needs a reset, especially you have variable work hours or you have a variable schedule and you're not like on a 9 to 5 like me. I don't have a 9 to 5 anymore. So it's okay if it doesn't look the same every day, every month. The key is just having like a starting point so that you can tweak it as you need to, and just kind of knowing how to get back to zero. This page right here is what's on my plate, and I was listening to the Don't Mom Alone podcast, and there was a episode on Sunday planning. If you guys follow that podcast, leave me a comment. It's like my favorite podcast. I'll leave a link in the description to the podcast episode if you want to check it out. See, basically, I drew a circle on the page, and in here, I wrote down everything that I'm responsible for. Everything that I could think of. And it just really opens your eyes to how much you are doing and trying to do. And you guys, we need help. Like, we need help. We can't do it all, and we're not supposed to. You know, it's why we get so stressed out trying to do all these things and keep all the plates in the air and keep all the balls in the air or whatever, you know. All right, next is my wellness tab. Right here is a spread that I made just keeping notes of the things that I need. And it's based on the 7 types of rest from the book Sacred Rest by Dr. Saundra Dalton-Smith. And you guys, I haven't really finished the book, but it's phenomenal and just so eye-opening. You guys, rest is more than just sleeping. It's more than just a nap. Knowing what you need is powerful. You know, when you can take good care of yourself, it will enable you to enjoy life more, which you're allowed to enjoy life, and then also to take better care of your people. This is my inbox section, and basically it's just like a massive to-do list. This is where I keep ideas, and this is just everything. This is like the brain dump, you guys. It's the brain dump to end all brain dumps. And so these printables come from Squared Plans. She's on YouTube and also has an Etsy shop where she sells these amazing minimalist, beautiful planner inserts. So definitely check her out. And then here we go with the weekly. Now, but anyway, this, you guys, this. All right, you see, I've been like kind of, I've been trying the stickers, you guys, and I love the quote stickers. But this, you guys, I wanted to show you. These inserts come from a website called Anchored Women, and it's a business that's run by Casey Pratt. She's a homeschool mama, and she has lots of resources to help moms get organized. And to also not just, you know, let's whip everything into shape, but let's make it work for you. It's called the SOS Planner, and SOS stands for Steadfast Over Scattered, which I love. I have been eyeing this planner for a couple years. Finally decided to bite the bullet, and you guys, this was the layout that I have been looking for. This planner is awesome. So the weekly that I'm using has a weekly spread, and then it has daily pages, and you're gonna see. But it starts with a notes page, which I like, so I can, like, you could jot your meal plan down here. You could, your grocery list, you could just brain dump all over this thing. Yes. So then you open it up, and you guys, this isn't, I have to find one that's like unaltered because I'm experimenting with sections so I can use stickers. Let's flip ahead. This one's blank. Oh my gosh. So it's a 2-page, this is called the 2-page bullet journal spread. It also comes with daily pages. At the top, you have this week. You can put the dates or whatever. Here, it's like a week spread on 2 pages, which I need all that space. It's good if you need lots of space to write. And then on the second page, you have the focus at the top. So let me go in order, you guys. Anyway, at the top, you have this week. This is where I usually put the date. And then on this section, you have prayers. You could put whatever here, write down prayers, or you could put, it would be cute to put like a little, like a verse or an affirmation sticker here, or a pretty quote or something would be nice here. Then you have your priorities. And you guys, this is like the key to getting your life in order, is to know your priorities. I do have a system to help me prioritize. And so if you'd like to hear more about how to prioritize so that, if you ever feel like you're just putting out fires all day and you need help with setting priorities, hit me up and I'd be happy to do a video on that. Then you have, at the bottom, you have meals. And so this is where I tend to write down what's for dinner. At the bottom of this page, you have a habit tracker, which, this has been great for me for trying to kind of build my self-care routine and get my day in order. So there's certain things that I want to start doing, like taking vitamins or exercising or doing a 10-minute quick tidy to get the house straightened up, that I can write these things down and track. And then at the bottom, you have words to live by. This is where I usually put, like if there's a verse that is sticking out in my head, I'll put that here, or you can put an affirmation or a sticker or just tape it up or whatever you want to put there. Lots of room. Now, the second page of the weekly spread at the top, like I showed you before, we have the focus. And then here, I love this. So at the bottom, you have a home checklist and a personal/work checklist. And this is great because as a homeschool mom who also has, a YouTube channel, this is super helpful for me to track my to-dos at home, and then like things I need to do for the channel, for my website, and all of those things. And so if you are a work-at-home homeschool mom, an entrepreneurial homeschool mom, this would be great to check out. So after you have your weekly spread, then you have daily pages. Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's simple. And yeah, again, prayers, priorities. You could write the date at the top. You could write, you could track what you're eating. Then you have your top three. The only thing is, for me, my top three would be priorities for the day, but you could use that however you want. This could be top three things that happened today, like top three things you're grateful for, like, Anyway, there's a section for your schedule here. It's time blocked from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. Then you have a task list on the right side, and then you have notes at the bottom. And so there's a week's worth of these. When you get to the end of the week, which, I don't use them every day, the daily pages every day, just when I get up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed. Okay, let's just game plan. Okay, that's when I find that I need it. If there's just a lot going on that day. And then I love this. You have like a look back page. And how often do we run through our week and we hurry through the week, and then you get to the end of the week and you're just exhausted? This is a good time to reflect and to be mindful. It ends with a notes page, which, you guys, this planner is dynamite. I'm loving it so far. And of course, if you'd like to take a peek at it, link is in the description. All right, next tab is my work tab. And by work, I mean this channel. So I'm trying something new with this. A couple things you're not going to see probably in this planner are, one, detailed notes for YouTube. I keep my workflow. I use an app called ClickUp for my YouTube workflow, and that kind of keeps me straight as far as when to do what. But I also have all my video ideas on OneNote. And OneNote is where I also keep all my homeschool ideas. That's where my homeschool planner is. So in my planner, I'll write down like some to-dos as it relates into my week. But I'm not, I'm not going to keep a full YouTube planner because it would just be redundant. So I just have some like editing notes here. And then I have just a little checklist to say I have my editing process. It's just a space for me to kind of brain dump when I'm sitting down at my desk and thinking about videos and stuff. But as far as managing the actual nuts and bolts, I do that in ClickUp and OneNote. So, so I've been experimenting with a content calendar and planning, and so far that really hasn't gone exactly the way I had planned it to. So I'm probably going to take this out. But this spread comes from Squared Plans. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful monthly spread. It's got lines. So if you wanted to use this as your main calendar, your main monthly calendar, this is an awesome, awesome spread to do that. And I'll put the link in the description for you. All right, so next section. I just have some notes on YouTube stuff. All right. Yeah, so this is my meal planning section. I was trying to come up with a lunch plan. You guys, I've got my dinner plan together. Breakfast is super simple, but lunch is I think maybe I overthink it sometimes, but this is just my space for planning out little bento box thingies, stuff that I would put in there. And I try to make it cute. And then I have a meal planning section. Now I use this for a long time. It's got your days of the week on one side and your grocery list on the other. And this comes from Hourglass Planners on Etsy. But recently, I've been doing things differently with my meal planning, and I've been using HelloFresh, you guys, and I'm absolutely I am loving it. So if you'd like to see a video on that, on how I use HelloFresh to feed my family of 6, yes, I use HelloFresh to feed large family, and we have been making it work. So if you'd like to see how I make it work, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and let me know, and I will add that to the list. All right, so this is my garden section. All right, this is where I keep notes for starting my garden. Right here, I have some half sheets. I got these half sheets from Marshall's for a couple bucks, and I love them so much. They're dot grid, and this is just the perfect list size for me. So yeah. Right here, I have inventory. I took inventory of all the seeds that we have so far. And then these are all the things that we had talked about planting. I have a planting guide, tells me when to plant what. And then this is my list here of all the things I was thinking about growing. On this side, I have my growing season notes, my growing zone, the length of the season, peak season notes. And then I have a calendar here of the growing season. Then I have my growing guide. So this section is just notes. I'm not going to show you all these things because some of the stuff is kind of private, but I just have notes and then blank sheets back here and then passwords and stuff. And that's my planner, guys. There's lots of room in here to grow, and so far I'm loving it. It's not super portable. It is kind of heavy, and I did debate using a half sheet, a junior size planner, not the Happy Planner Mini, but I have a Martha Stewart junior size cover, which I really like, but it's not super pretty or anything. So I may experiment with using a half size in the future. We'll see. This is an experiment to see what I actually use. It usually stays at home. I don't lug this thing around with me because why? It's just a place for me once a week to just kind of get my thoughts down on paper and just kind of set an intention for the week. And so far, it's been working really well for that. If you'd like to see a video on all the, I have stickers, and I have highlighters and accessories and things like that. If you'd like to see more of what I use, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you're using if you're a planner nerd. If you'd like to see a video on my homeschool planning process or my YouTube video planning process, any of those things, happy to share. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for more content, encouragement, all those good things. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Happy planning. Bye.